Prater to kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Their own 24-yard line.
You must be getting tired of seeing me.
A first down throw for Bridgewater. They complete it to Hill. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
On 2nd and 9, Bridgewater. They're going deep for Hill. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun, Bridgewater. Open man is Michael Thomas. Coming into the week, he's the NFL's leader in receiving yards. There's his first catch, and it's good for a first down. On first down, it's Gurley. Damon Harrison, the one on the stop. On 2nd and 9, Bridgewater. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end, or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked with, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without a quarterback, they don't make the plays that they make. They also don't feel like they get enough credit for bailing out some of the throws the quarterbacks make.
Absolutely. Takes 2 to tango. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. That's complete to Meredith. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back.
49, check 43.
On first and goal, Gurley. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him 4 on the carry there at second and goal. Second down and goal. Bridgewater looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas. Touchdown number 18 on the year. As his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Lutz with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
That one 28 yards on the ground.
First down, Lions.
Ready. 51, 52, check, cover. 22, check, cover.
And an alley to run. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That good for 19 and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. For Nick Chubb. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball is moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
Jackson on first down. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it second and short. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable second and 1. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb, and he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. They'll give it to Chubb, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Nick Chubb with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Shaun Alexander for the second most in a single year. And the Lions have taken the lead. Prater on to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Lions 14, Saints 7. Matt Prater sets to kick
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Bridgewater on 1st down. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 29-yard line.
4 receivers to keep tabs on here. 3 of them to the right side on 2nd and 5. Throwing, Bridgewater. He's going to let this one go deep. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Following the penalty, it's Gurley. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
He's brought down at the 31. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9, Bridgewater. He's going to air this thing out deep for Thomas. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down. The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down.
3 down. 40. We got to get the ball.
Bridgewater now. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Cameron Hayward, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
And all the way down to the 42. A big play there on the catch and run. 55 yards. So forget about being backed up. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way across midfield.
51 the mic, boy. 51. We ain't giving him nothing today. Go. 51 the mic. Here we go. Mike 51. All day.
From the gun, it's Jackson. He'll let it fly for Austin. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Tavon Austin with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Extra point good by Prater. And it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This will be fielded at the 8. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. This quarterback now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Gurley again here on first down. Down right around the 25. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Bridgewater. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And it'll bring up 3rd down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you?
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now Jackson back into his end zone. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. To throw is Jackson. It's caught. Jones. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Again, Jackson. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Check, 47. 65.
He's going to get this to Austin, complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they're going to face a 3rd down. from the gun. Jackson. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Here is Matt Prater now. He's got the leg for this as he holds the NFL record with a 64-yarder back in 2013. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Throwing is Bridgewater. Thomas has got it, complete. 23 yards on the play.
It's a gain of 23 yards. That's good for the Saints. First down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
No. Off.
Here's Gurley now out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Lions taking the lead to the break. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Trey Flowers has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Going for the deep ball. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
Sometimes we wonder about play calls, but this one made perfect sense to me. He's got the only touchdown that they've scored in this game. Tried to get it to him again on another deep ball.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Yeah, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. They go play action now. Jackson, blitz coming, and And down he goes. Demario Davis in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Trey Hendrickson in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Now Jackson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Alex Anzalone make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Bridgewater. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
No room to be had there on the first down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. If this defense wants to stay in this ball game, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
This time Jackson will throw it. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Alex Anzalone in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. And that will be incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. On the return is Irvin. Oh, he's taken down here by his face mask by the looks of it. And a penalty flag is going to give him much better starting position. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
It's 2nd down and 10.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. To throw, Bridgewater. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun, Bridgewater. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 46. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Nick Chubb, the intended receiver, but it'll be second and goal. Another shot from the 9 on second and goal. Throwing is Jackson. Galladay's got it, and the Lions have a touchdown. Kenny Galladay, his 9th touchdown of the season, and the Lions are able to extend their lead.
Jackson's pass complete to Kenny Galladay. Touchdown, Detroit. Matt Prater, Lions.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Prater for the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see, do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
Second and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Time to go, night. Kill.
Now Bridgewater. Flushed out, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Trey Flowers has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Well, it was second long, now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
He gets it to Gurley, complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. And they pick up 25 as they convert on third. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. A gain of 6 there on first. You got the big lead defensively. willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Throwing again on second down. Bridgewater. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. To throw is Bridgewater. They complete it to Hill. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Bridgewater. This one caught by his tight end, Mack. 17 there and a New Orleans 1st down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Trey Flowers there on the tackle.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9. At the line.
On 2nd and 9, Bridgewater. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. We got this.
4th down. They're going. Bridgewater. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. 552. Oh, yeah.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The man they call Snacks, Damon Harrison, in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14.
I got you. 5-2 is the mic. Mike 5-2. Mike 5-2.
Bridgewater now. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. The tight end Josh Hill was the target, but now it's 3rd and goal. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Throwing, Bridgewater. And it's caught, the tight end Hill. Give him 13 yards on the connection, but not enough. 4th down.
Completed pass brings up a 4th down situation. Do you play analytics on this one? Well, you know, what do your analytics tell you about going for it here? I wonder what they would say.
They tell me you're down by this margin 4th quarter, you're going.
4 down, 4 down.
Now Bridgewater on 4th down. Got a man open. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans. Michael Thomas with his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit. They'll throw again. Bridgewater. Buying time to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a two-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game.
Oh, Chubb fumbled it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over the century mark.
Well, you got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're not worried about losing yardage here. You're not worried about any of that. You just want to get him to the promised land for every runner. 100 yards or more in a game.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. Well, that's one of the drawbacks of running the RPO. If those linemen go into run block mode, you can't throw it if they're more than a yard downfield. Throwing on 3rd and long. Jackson, he'll get this one to Galladay. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Running for it. Here's Chubb. A beautiful fake. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps for these situations, these scenarios. To run
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Alex Anzalone has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. 9 yards on the gain there, so he got half of it back. And it'll be 3rd down. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. The Lions on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. From midfield now, here's Jackson. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Dylan Cole. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
52 is the mic right here, over there, right.
Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. Gets it to Meredith, complete. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Looking to throw again on second down. Bridgewater. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 28-yard line.
Hey, turn it up.
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. He completes it to Jones. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Marvin Jones with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And thanks to the interception, the Lions offense cashes in with 6. Extra point good by Prater. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
New Mike 52, Mike 52. Here we go, D.
Here's Bridgewater. Gets this one to Hill. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. That one complete to Hill. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. A first down throw for Bridgewater. And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking for Todd Gurley, but it'll be 2nd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however, and let's see what that's about. Looking to go back to Thomas again.
Crunch time, defense.
First down, Bridgewater. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Saints get a bit closer. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And that'll cut the lead down now to 18. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds. So unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. They run. Chubb. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. First down Lions on a pickup of 13.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Detroit. Today's final score.
A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for the Lions, the win pushes their record now to 11-2 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for New Orleans.